Hi, welcome to Ocean Yemi's uh channel. Well, today, I mean, I've looked on the Nature Boy situation, and he's disrespected the mother so much, and it's ironic, really, because when somebody gets money for abusing mother, Mother Earth, whether she has given birth to a child or not given birth to a child, whether they're raised by a mother or not by a mother, because some men do not always deal with women in a disrespectful way. Um, they actually work through their shit. They actually make sure that the mother is not disrespected in a way because she's the one who brings forth life. She's the one like who educates the nation. She's the first mother. She's the first one, in fact, to educate the nation. She feeds them. She looks after them, whether she's had children or not. Because I've seen women who hasn't had children, and they're the most nurturing mothers you can ever think of. They will give that child their last. And I don't know what is the hang up with some men on. I don't know. There's obviously something up. I don't even know. Maybe there's something in the water. Uh, it's just interesting because because with the Nature Boy thing, it seemed as if he is making sure she's hurt to the core, and because the girls, the women who is around him are so blindsided. They're blindsided. First of all, they're very blindsided. I really hope they do come to their senses at one point in time, because you go there. Okay, fair enough, right? Some women like attention, right? Women like attention, yeah. Not all women. No, women like attention. I ain't gonna lie. Women like attention from the male, because um, it's a natural thing for the male to make his move on the female so they can come together, so they can create child, a home, whatever, whether it's a one night, whatever. Because women, because sometimes male and females meet in all different circumstances, and for a while, well, he's not, well, he's one of many men, because I'm not even going to put him in the by himself, because there is men out there who actually thinks like Nature Boy. There's men, a lot of men think like him, and they will abuse their women. They will meet her whole, and they will bring her down. And it's quite sad how we the women let them do it, because you actually have the power to stop the man from being abusive to you. You have the power. um some women literally snap and kill the men, you know. And um I've seen videos of him today where he's tattooing. He's been branding them for ages. It's pretty obvious he's not into women, right? It's so obvious. But these young ladies are so blindsided. It's like, you're walking with your eyes shut. I mean, and I don't think anything can be done for them. I really don't think anything can be done for them. Fair enough. I look at the videos and whatever, and I say whatever and whatever. But at the end of the day, right, you have to really think about it in real time. Yes, it's funny to look at or whatever, but at the same time, the way the masculine hurts the feminine, right? She is the mother, and to be honest, there is something greater than you out there, and she is mother. And when mother gets angry and she gets mad and she does what she does to the world, right? Nobody will be spared, right? Nobody, right? And the ones who are spared, right, will be spared because there's so much going on. It's like every single time I turn on the Instagram, I turn on the Facebook. I mean, fair enough, right? In Zinga King's situation is totally different because that was against her religion. So I get that. Like that's a whole nother a whole nother situation altogether. But the main fact that people pay to watch somebody being abused, and then they think by getting beaten that they are getting knowledge and then getting empowered. You are not empowering nobody. You are literally hurting yourself. Hold on, let me go get the charger. Now, I think what people forgets, right? Right, every reaction causes a reaction in life, right? So fair enough for now or however long the situation with carbonation goes on, it will go on. I mean, there's nothing. It seems like there's nothing nobody can do about it. He's actually shown how disrespectful he is to the feminine aspect, and it's quite shameful because, right, most men worship their women, right? They worship their women, and they are very successful in life. You know, they make sure their woman's okay. They make sure that she's able to do businesses. They make sure that she's comfortable in her home. You know, because not all women are going through abusive relationship. There is some balanced couples out there. There's balanced women with balanced men because the men work through their shit. Now, with the black community, like, yes, there's a bit of trauma bonding going on, I think. There's definitely a little bit of trauma bonding going on. It's quite shameful to say, to admit to, because we are natural mothers anyway. Some are natural mothers, because not all women are meant to be mothers, right? By a long shot. Not all of us are meant to be mothers. We may have um, the womb and stuff to enable to be a mother, but not all of us are meant to be mothers. And some of them girls, I think maybe it's a good thing they're not near their children because it's just a shambles. Like you just think to yourself, wow, it's just people actually live like this. Like, you're like on a holiday trip, you're not worrying about nothing. Is there absolutely nothing? You don't want to be in the real world. You want to be like on a vacation 24/7. After a while that gets very boring. There's only so much smiling you can do. There's only so much um pandering you can do. And to be honest, if one of those members in that camp are women, because women snap, they snap. And when they snap, it can go one or two ways, right? She can either go for people, or she can either hurt herself, right? So I just think that how when men disrespecting the women, is that how you would talk to your mother or your sister, your daughter? Because like women give birth to men, you know, and it's just shameful. I know lots of men go through a lot of craziness with women in life. I'm not gonna say no, it's not true. So, you know, from what I heard yesterday, well, I've heard stories like that before. So that's just neither here nor there. But there was loads of stories out there. There's loads of stories. Some that doesn't even be told. Some people suffer in complete silence. Women getting beaten to death, beaten to death so severely that the man killed the woman. And this man's out here finessing these ladies because they're young. I mean, I've been in my 20s. Yes, I've been dumb at some point in my life, but not to that severity that I will pack up myself and go and live under a man. No way, Jose. Not, no. And prepared to do whatever, because I have nothing to lose. I've got nowhere to go. And there's always a place for you to go. If you break away from that spell, okay, you'll suffer for a time, but then you can build yourself, because women have a tendency to build themselves. And this is not a feminist talking or whatever. Like I said, I love black men, all shades, all colors, but you every single day on the internet, there seems to be something going on, like with the, I wouldn't say us as a nation or people, I don't even know. I don't know, I keep saying it stems from slavery, because I really do believe that. I really believe that Joy Cleary was really on point, because we're still mimicking it to this day. This is 2021 and we're still doing the same old something, same old shit. The ones who's broken out of that spell, good on you. The ones who respect their women, good on you. The ones who empower their women, good on you. And I think Peanut is right. Yeah, it's right. It's both ways. Right? The man can't always be giving you gift all the time. You have to give him a gift now and again too. It's not always a sexual gift neither. Conversation. Some people like, you know, to feed each other or whatever. You know, it's just how you get connected. And I know I was talking about disrespectful of women, and I feel like I've jumped away from my point. I hope you got my point. I don't even know whether I'm saying my point right. I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even know. I just feel that there is a great respect, a great disrespect going on. However you put it, I don't, you know, however you interpret it, it's just very sad. It's very, very sad. We've come to these levels where, like, we're watching somebody finesse women, he disrespects women. Fair enough, you got mummy issues. Quite a few of them got mummy issues. Young Pharaoh has mummy issues too, which is what I've learned yesterday. All right, there's a lot of mummy issues out there. There's a lot of daddy issues out there, because the women ain't out of this neither. But why would you just lie down and take stupidness from somebody who don't love you? Sometimes you need to be by yourself. You need to sit by yourself, because sometimes, right, you keep attracting you start attracting shit to you. Sometimes you have to just sit by yourself. Sit by yourself for as long as you can. If there is a real one out there, he will let himself be known, because he will fight for your heart. He will fight for you. He will respect you, even though some women don't like it when men respect them. I think some women like it when the men beat them and all this foolishness. That's not love. That is not love at all. You know, it's not love. Ava Muhammad talks about relationships, right? You don't have to listen to these David Jackson, Kevin Samuels. I don't even know who the flick they are. I don't even care, to be honest. But there is, if you don't have to listen to them men. There is a woman out there who's been married for a long time, and she will tell you how to deal with your man or whatever. And if you really need a sexual coach or whatever you need, there is women out there who would tell you how to do this. There is people of profession who does this professionally, who gets paid for this. You don't need to sit down and listen to Nature Boy. He don't know nothing. He really doesn't know nothing. Right now, he feels that sex is, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, that's my wife, that's my husband. And he's only known them in a week. You know, you can't be like that. You can't. It's just a never ending circle. And I just feel that, and he's also disrespecting women, the mother. The mother, just because you can control your baby mothers or whatever, right? It doesn't mean to say all women can be controlled. We are not here to be controlled. We're supposed to work alongside you, right? We're supposed to be working alongside you. We are not the enemy. You know, it's quite sad because my daughters have to go up in this BS, men trying to control and all this foolishness. She's not an animal. She's not supposed to be controlled. So, and there's only so much control a person can take. Because if a woman is strong-willed and stubborn, she will come out of that spell. She will step out of it. And there's nothing you can do after that. And she will build herself. And she will be even better than she's ever been. And you'll be still down in some next place, because some women have the power to come out of certain stuff. Some women, the situation, environment, because this is how it goes, right? It's your situation, your environment that curves you as when you're younger. That's what makes you sometimes. But you can grow away from that. You don't have to be holding on to certain things. I mean, even when I talk about my past exes and stuff, I know I talk about it because sometimes, right, you have to talk about it because, like, you are battling this thing and you have to know who your opponent is. But once you know who your opponent is and you know, then you yourself, you form a strategy and you somehow come from underneath that opponent, because they will just bring you down. And you should not be down, head, foot, face in the gutter. Nobody should be in the gutter. You know, but anyways, I just thought I'd just say this, right? Because I'm just like, wow. I just thinking, wow, you know, we are all great in one way or the other, but it's whether we want to see ourselves as great. We, the women, that is. So this is me talking to other women. You are great. Sometimes I'll be on this YouTube, I see so many women, when the way they talk, the way they express themselves, the way they present, you're just like, wow. You know, there's so many great women out there who can build men, right? And it's just a shame that how it is coming like a gender, hi Tony T, it is coming like a gender war. And this is not a gender war. There is more to this stuff here, because we have greater things coming to us. You see, I already talk about the New World Order already. The New World Order is already out there. They already set their agenda. And where they're playing the fool, it's like we haven't learned nothing, right? And the time for studying is gone. These men studying and studying and studying, because they used to call it studying, where like the man will be in a cage and they will take the slave girl to the cage and he has to stud her to keep the stock going, right? And it's just so sad that how we as a people, it seems like we have no, I don't even know. It's like, I mean, okay, I'll use young Pharaoh Fool as an example. He was saying the black woman is good and all this stuff, but then he just turned completely a whole 369 degrees, right? And he was one of them who was loving on women. I mean, I'm not saying black women because alone, because other peoples go through the same thing, but our plight is way different, right? So so it's like we don't look at ourselves as great, right? We make children. We black women, we can nurture any child because we have that nurturing life force in us. Hi, Jessica. We have that nurturing life in us, right? And yet still, right, we still get disrespected. We still have to submit. Submit to who? I ain't submitting to you. We supposed to, you see when war broke out, the two of us supposed to fight shoulder to shoulder. Queen Nzinga was fighting with men. Yaa Asantewaa was fighting with men. So why should I submit myself? And they are great queens. Queen, I forgot her name, Amina, a great warrior. And you see me that I must submit and I must do this for you. I am bringing your children. I'm supposed to be in comfort. I'm supposed to be taken care of. I'm not saying like, give me everything, right? I'm supposed to be out there. We're supposed to work together. When you're working, I'm working. Two monies coming together, not one money coming together. You're telling me what to do, or do this, do that, do that, do that, do that, do. No, no. And like I said, I ain't no feminist because I love black men, right? And it's just sad that we as a people has gone to these levels because every single century is like our levels are lowering, 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 lower and lower, lower, lower. So we don't love each other. Every time I talk to someone online who's connected with someone on YouTube and it's a man, the man's abusing the woman and the women build the man's channel. Women, we build. We are builders because we back the men 100%. It's the same and turn around and bite us, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, what the hell is going on, right? What the hell is going on? Because my daughter, like I said, my daughters is going to be the next lot coming up. They're the next set of women coming up. They are going through their rites of passage right now, right? And it's like I'm thinking to myself, my daughter even told me about some obsessed fool already, and I had to talk to her and said, no, 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 don't let him. Oh, who asking her who's in the background, all this stupidness. Who are you? You, if anything, you should make sure. Are you okay? Are you eating? Are you okay? You don't have to pay my bills because I can probably pay my. I mean, obviously, I have to get up my own ass and get my money myself. But don't come in and tell me I must submit. Oh, like you're just there to make children. You're just there to give me service, and that's it. No, I'm not. I'm not just the bottom half of my belly. I'm a bit more than that. I'm a brain. Every woman have a brain. Some of us don't use it, but we have a brain. There's some very intelligent women out there too, I will say too, who's made it big. From Yolanda, maybe like we can probably throw Oprah in the mix, though she's whatever she is. But it's just that we don't put ourselves on our high pedestal. Do you see any community disrespecting their women the way in which the men disrespect black women? I've never seen none. Muslim women have a whole, like they they have polygamy or whatever the heck's going on in their community, but you never see them disrespecting Somalians. There's a good example. Somalians, you never see them disrespecting their women, right? And their women do their traditions very deeply, you know what I mean? And I feel like this is sad and it's very not good. And like I said, the mother, the primary mother, she's not happy already. I've heard confirmation from this from various sources, and I'm thinking, yeah, because the way rain did fall the other day, this earth might just get swallowed up by water. You know what I mean? And you know what? Who's supposed to go will go, and who will stand will stand. It must probably be two humans left in this world because This is just disgusting, and it's out of order that you, a man, because you have a stick and two balls between your legs, you think that how you're more greater than me. Women can build things too, you know. Women can plumb. Women can do a whole heap of things, right? But then, why should I have to do all this when you're there? So I'm not gonna go too long because I feel like I have to say this because it is very mad. It's very crazy what's going on in these sites, in these YouTube streets, in these life, in everything. Every form or fashion is just seen so ridiculous, right? And fair enough, right? I've heard the argument before, which was used to me. Oh yeah, right, because like, what? Because like all this feminist thing, but in Africa is like this, and in Africa is like that, or in Africa, right, they don't moan, or in Africa, in most African countries, the women are abused so much. The men, they'll bring a woman into their house. For example, right, this is where Nollywood is always good. It always educates you. Nigerian men, right, will get with a girlfriend, right, and they have their woman there already. They're married, the woman, everything. And because maybe she can't bring a baby or she can't do certain things, they bring in another girl. They don't even ask her nothing. Then when they're ready, right, they just chuck the woman out. And maybe she got a child and chuck out the woman and the child out. Right, this is Nigerian. Nigerians do this in Nigeria a lot, right? They disrespect the woman so much. But they have Ocean Grove in Nigeria. They worship the primal mother on another scale, right? And it's just so, it's mad. It's just crazy. It's just beyond me. I'm just thinking to myself, I don't know, man. This world is over. This world's done. The world done. From the time certain peoples can be out here doing whatever, disrespecting, telling you about this and telling you about that. You know what? If we all die tomorrow, right, I want to see what's going to happen, because the women can produce children. They can even make a whole nation, right? The only thing is, right, the incest thing. I don't believe in it. So, but I don't even know if I'm making sense right now. I'm just like, bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know, because like it's just ironic how things have changed from the 90s till now. Fair enough, in the 90s things was bad, but it's worse now. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna come off because I'm just like, yeah, I just have to breathe right now because it's just crazy. It's just mad. So I just thought I'd say this. You can take it as you take it, right? Who the cat fit, let them wear it. Bob Marley said that. And men, who the cat fit, you can wear it because you know who you are and you know the bullshit you be doing. And it's come to you having, right, you weren't birthed by a mother. Whether you was adopted or whatever, you was birthed by a woman. Okay, you didn't come here by yourself. A sperm didn't bring you by yourself. It it had to meet an egg, right? One of the sperms have to fight to get to that egg, and then you come here because you didn't, right? You weren't made by just sperm alone. So I don't understand what craziness is going on. And I know there's another gender going on, but I won't go into that right now because it's just crazy right now. And I'm just thinking, wow, this world is mixed up, turn up all over the place, crazy. You know, it's really the time. The Luciferians are really doing their shit right now. They're really doing it. They're really doing it. And they're putting people in place to do it. And we stupid people, cause that we are looking for our savior. Do you know what? No savior now gonna come. There will be no Marcus Garvey, no Selassie, no whoever. They ain't coming. We have to have respect for ourselves. If you haven't got respect, you better either go join an organ or something and go and find respect, because you ain't gonna find it with these pseudo places, cults, whatever, because they ain't gonna give you it. And I know I don't want to be referring to nature, because I know there's other people out there that is doing the same race as him. It's just that they ain't on camera. or probably even worse, right? So the age of consent of a minor is lowered, all sorts of shit. Now, how can you? Oh, anyway, don't even let me go into the other bit, man. I'm just gonna come off because I'm just like, wow, you know. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on the matter, really, because I have other things to cover, and I'm just like, I'm not even gonna harass myself and work up myself because it's crazy out there. So with that said, I'm gonna come off. Thank you for coming through, and have a good day, good afternoon, and yeah, that's about all I want to say, really. So bye.